Hey everybody, I'm back with another card reading. I hope you're all doing really well today, wherever you are when you see this video. The energy today for me feels very new, if that is the right word for it. It's like I think it's also just because of the new moon that's happened, like there's more space for creation, but this energy feels like a collective shift to me in this way of really seeing where we can find more ease in our life, ease in how we think and how we speak to ourselves and others, ease how we move about in our bodies, move about during our routines, even our routines, like changing things, little things, adding newness that really enhances in the most subtle ways, but also become the most impactful, which is awesome. All right, so we have 3 cards already, and I feel like there's one more for some reason. Okay. So working with the Sovereign Vibrations deck that I've been working on, almost, I'm gonna say next spring, we'll be ready. Gotta trust the process of creation, right? The first card we got is the Radial Labyrinth. And the affirmation is, my heart holds the keys to unlocking my divine pathway home. I see love in all things and trust my soul's voice wherever and whenever the path may lead me. Which I feel like that's part of this new energy right now, or maybe for me personally, there's been a resurgence of this. And kind of trusting, like, it's kind of chaotic if we look at the complexity of it, the details, right? It's like if you look from this vantage point, how do you get to the end of it, or the end of the maze? Trusting the process through our intuition and allowing ourselves to experiment, because even if we get things wrong, we can turn around, we can move, we can shift, and we can allow ourselves to grow in new ways that we maybe wouldn't if we hadn't decided to take a chance on something new, if that resonates. The next card we got is the Crystalline Upgrade. I really love this card, the colors that came with it when I channeled the graphic. The affirmation, I lost the word affirmation there. I release old patterns and outdated constructs that are now ready to be transformed. I allow crystalline light codes to upgrade my system. Which I feel like was just what we were talking about, right? And then in connection to this, we get the Pisces card. And the way that I channeled these astrology cards is, it doesn't necessarily have to be anything connected to how your chart looks if you're aware of your astrology chart. But they're kind of just archetypes of our character, and we can implement them and kind of see our strengths and weaknesses through those examples. It's kind of like the mythology of the Greeks and the stars, like all of that. We can use it to feel more understanding within ourselves. The affirmation is, my consciousness and subconscious are balanced within my divinity and physicality. My creativity is unlimited. And in connection to this, we get the Sacral Chakra, all about creativity. So we're really, wow, I'm hearing it's like a stepping stone in where we're at, even if we may not see a connected element to our life right now, into even our daily practices, work, our kids, whatever it may be that is your reality. There are these beautiful sacral and our own sacred beingness coming forward more and more, an opportunity to be more aware of our creativity, of our power, I'm hearing. And the affirmation of the Sacral Chakra is, I freely create with passion and excitement. I'm in divine flow with Mother Nature. So I'm hearing this also could be an invitation if you feel called to get out in nature, to connect. If you feel like you've kind of not tapped into your creativity lately, or been feeling stagnation in some way, maybe even just your body, connecting with nature. But I'm also hearing like music, things that give us ease and help us feel different. That's what we're going for. I'm hearing in terms of how to be most in alignment, whatever feels the most of an ease. Not easy necessarily, but just takes us into a more grounded place of love, I'm hearing. Wow. So much energy is coming through right now, you guys. So let's go a little deeper with the Muse Tarot and get any more specific clarifications if this reading has resonated for you, or even just kind of some narratives that may be playing out with this scenario of trusting our pathway to our highest creativity, our highest potential. And I'm hearing that could even, it's within every moment we can start to feel that connective energy of our creativity. Wow. All right, so expanding on the radial labyrinth. I'm hearing, wow, we get the Ace of Voices. So with Ace of Voices, it's truly kind of being in our own flow of how we communicate to ourselves, what I'm getting. So in terms of the radial labyrinth, if we are in a place where we're speaking to ourselves or holding old beliefs kind of on a replay, we're gonna have more trouble trying to navigate our lives, our emotions, our thoughts, I'm hearing, our passions, our creativity. So we're being invited and supported, I'm hearing, to step into what that energy feels like for us, what we're longing to step into in terms of how you would even motivate someone else to go after their dreams. I'm hearing being our own best friend. So let's get a little bit more clarification. I'm hearing it's also being aware of how you're speaking to others and also not caring what others think of you. So we get the Seven of Inspiration. This came up in our last card reading, I believe, too. We're still releasing, trying to hold our own light, trying to make everyone understand or feel understood. We're releasing that also by how we're treating ourselves more kindly, all of that. I'm hearing it's another step of surrendering to, wow, a divine way of living. And divine can be whatever you want, more happy, more joyful, more adventure. In connection to this, we get the Muse of Emotions, which is like in major tarot or other tarot cards, it is the culmination of everything, the king, basically. There's no kings in this deck, there's knights, but there's the muse. So stepping us into our balanced emotional state. And I'm hearing even within our creativity, we trust the flow of our intuition. And then connection to these crystalline upgrades. I'm hearing there may be a lot of like Ascension symptoms, if that resonates for you. I'm hearing headaches, bodily pain, especially any sacral pain, as we have the Sacral Chakra. I've been working through a lot of that myself. Yeah, so if old aspects of, I'm hearing even childhood or just old, like feelings of disappointment, we get the Four of Emotions. See how she's sitting here kind of looking, this is the Four of Cups. So we're not realizing all of the blessings or all of the abundance around us, even within our emotional state. So we can kind of dwell on negative emotions or old emotions, maybe that are even rising to the surface as we are taking better care of ourselves, because it's just like purging out. I'm even hearing it could be through the DNA release of old patterns. As we shift into a new alignment or new way of living, we can sometimes get stuck on what we feel our lives should have looked like or should be in this moment, who we need to be. But then we get the Knight of Materials, and this is really kind of a highest not necessarily a highest, but a balanced way of being grounded, of trusting how we are going to manifest. Kind of realizing that we know we can't sit in these feelings forever, but there is an importance to feel things, especially the stuff we're releasing or alchemizing. But know that we're moving forward. We don't have to allow ourselves to wallow in order to heal or truly release. But I am hearing there's different ways of grieving things, so trust what's right for you. All right, Queen of Inspiration fell to the ground. So we could be getting new insights through these upgrades of what really inspires us, what communities we want to be a part of. And again, then we get the Muse of Voices. So it's even another upgrade of the Ace of Voices to the Muse. So we're becoming our own muse in how we communicate, how we create, how we show up in the world, which is great. And I'm hearing too, if you feel like there's a dissonance between this reading and where you're at, that's also part of what you may be working through right now. So this is I'm hearing like a signification or a sign that things are shifting for you, that you are stepping into this energy, even if it may not look like it on the external right now. You're internally changing so much, and you are going to feel a difference in your external reality. It just takes time. With the Pisces card, we get the Two of Cups, balancing masculine and feminine, especially within our emotions. And then we also get the Four of Inspirations, which is the Four of Wands. So creating new community, creating new things that we used to think were impossible. But we are finding this balance through giving ourselves the freedom to not take life so seriously, I'm hearing. Or even how we treat ourselves, being kinder. Yeah. So with the Sacral, we got a lot of cards right now. The Sacral Chakra, we get the Hermit in reverse and the Knight of Inspirations as I drop into the book. So I'm hearing we may have needed to hibernate through healing our sacral chakra, our creativity, or even rebalancing, re-understanding what we want to create and why we create something, what drives us to create. So we needed to reflect, but now we're being told it's time to take action. And this huge stack that came out right now, wow, okay. It fell right on top of the Muse of Voices, right underneath the Crystalline Upgrade. So I'm hearing that for some of you, we get the Awakening card. You might just be going through a giant awakening right now. And if this is new to you, what that means, it's seeing everything from new perspectives, having we have Ace of Inspiration, new igniting of passion, and we get the Devil in reverse. So seeing things again from new perspectives, but also seeing our shadow in a new light and not deeming it bad, accepting it. And we get the Four of Materials. So we're grounding in what we're learning, what we're feeling, what we're experiencing in the world. I'm hearing even too. Whew. Yeah, that's a lot. I feel guided to flip one more. Okay. So I was just asking, how do we ground a little bit more through this energy, all this newness, all this intensity? Because even my heart is almost like getting anxious. We get the heart chakra. So I'm hearing, especially if again, there were so many things heading to our internal dialogue, voices. The Muse of Voices or Ace of Voices are the swords in tarot. We're being asked to step into our heart for guidance. I'm hearing even through the labyrinth, through these upgrades. If you're feeling a lot of pain from anything that you're releasing or just becoming aware of, step into your heart. And the affirmation for that is, I trust the direction of my heart's calling. I am divinely guided and unconditionally loved. Wow. Yeah. So if some of you are going through a really hard time, I'm hearing even healing any old sexual pain, anything connected to your sexuality. There's a merging of finding love even for the most painful things we've experienced, alchemizing them, and knowing too that if you are feeling pain in your body or any type of discomfort, I'm even hearing within how the world is right now, it's not about saving the world, it's about allowing yourself to be you, to be kind of in your own bubble, I'm hearing. But as we cultivate our own space, our own way of living, we can allow that to ripple out. We can kind of put the world or put what's happening in a perspective of just trusting that everyone needs to experience different things. We call in different things. So I'm hearing again in this way of like, trust what you want to create and create it just for the sake of creating. Yeah. Okay. I hope that resonated. If it doesn't, that's totally cool too. But please let me know if you feel guided to share anything that came up for you or that resonated, or anything at all, just to say hi. Okay. I feel also guided that there's a channeled light language message, which usually kind of comes through together. So we'll see what we have come through. Okay. Bye everybody. Take care.